Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Take a Seat with G. I'm your host, G. Gael, and today we have a very special episode. We have somebody, a friend, on the couch.
Live and direct.
Period. It was not a long time coming, but finally have you on the show. So welcome on the show.
Glad to be here.
Period. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So I always ask my guests this one question before we get started. When did you fall in love with music?
I'd say I've always had love for music. I'd probably say like when I was born, off rip, it's always been a thing for me. So like actually doing music, probably like the 7th, 8th grade. But as far as just like enjoying it, like it's always been a big part of my life. So for sure.
Okay, so what part of Toronto do you represent, and how has it shaped your sound or your story?
I mean, I'm from the east side. I'm from Durham, so not necessarily from the city, from the greater Toronto area. I know the Toronto guys hate that. You're not really from Toronto, you're from Durham. I'm like 30 minutes out the city, brother. I'm right there. I'm like 15 minutes from Scarborough. Yeah. It's never that serious, but yeah, I would say, I don't know. I mean, your life is gonna shape your music regardless. So like whatever you go through is going to shape your music, regardless of where you're from. I feel like everybody has, some of the similar things, like betrayal with friends or heartbreak. So I don't think it's really that big of a factor, like being from Durham in comparison to being somewhere else, making music.
So you like born and raised Durham?
Well, raised, not born, okay, but not yeah.
Okay. So where were you born?
Born in the city, St. Michael's Hospital.
Hey, downtown kid.
Yeah, downtown baby, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom used to work there, so that's where she chose to have me.
Okay.
At work, which is kind of crazy. But,
all right, period.
Yeah.
Okay, for those tuning in, just who is Trey? Like in 3 words, actually. Who are you?
That's a crazy question.
What's that?
It's very crazy. I never sat there and thought about who I am in 3 words.
What comes up to you? What comes up in your head when you think about yourself?
As a musician, or as myself, as
an artist, as a whole.
As an artist, I would say hardworking for sure. Cause I'm always in the studio. I'm always trying to perfect my craft. I guess perfectionist would be the next one, because if I gotta do it 1,000 times to get it right, I'm gonna do it. And I don't know what the third would be. I guess I try to network. So I guess you could say Mr. Friendly. Try to make friends in the industry. I don't want to just be sitting in my own corner. I want to be in as many corners as I can be and try and, elevate my music and help anybody else elevate their music. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, networking and then perfectionist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so when did you realize music was more than just a hobby for you?
Honestly, I always knew that I wanted to do something in media, especially music especially. But I've always looked at it as you gotta have money to take music seriously. You can't just want to do it and then it's studio time, it's buying beats, it's mastering records. All these things cost money, and you can do it the cheap way, or you can try to do it at home and make it as good as you can. But for me, I wanted to sound perfect, sound digestible, sound industry quality. So the first thing would be get my money right, and then I could jump into it. Okay. Yeah, that's really what it was.
Because it's true. It takes, like you said, money. I was gonna laugh because people start from the ground up. We see a lot of rappers that didn't have it, but you decided to wait until. That's why you call yourself a perfectionist. So you waited until you got the funds to do the quality work you want to do.
Plenty artists that did the ground up thing, and it's cool. But I'm sure when they look back, they're like, man, I wish I had it before I started dropping these videos, and I'm out here looking crazy with my homies in big white t-shirts and But that's part of the grind. For some guys they want to do it that way. For me, it's just I lived, I learned, and then I decided I had more stories to tell through my music, and I had the funds to tell them. So.
But that's what people say rent was due when people had their best songs, because they really put their heart into it. Yeah. But you decided to I don't
have that. I don't have this I gotta make it in music, or the bills aren't being paid. It's I want to make it in music. This is a career change for me. And I want to make this my main thing, but if I don't, there are other things I can do, for sure.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be serious. Yeah. How many people really make it? And how successful are you really going to be? So you got to be at least a little, I can make it, or I got to go back to the drawing board and find something else.
Okay.
Yeah, got to be honest with yourself.
Yeah. How would you describe your sound to someone who has never heard your music before?
I would say not Toronto. Like, that's the one thing that people always tell me. And the thing that people say why they like my music is because I don't sound like a Toronto artist. Which is like no shade to Toronto artists because like I started making music because of Toronto artists.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Sound like...
nah.
Okay. Yeah. No, because I know exactly what you're talking about, but and I heard your music, so exactly. Yeah. And but there is a lot of Toronto artists that just don't sound Toronto, but I know what you're talking about.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. And you move a lot. You just recently shot a video in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Right? So tell me about why you think it's important to pick up and move, or why you're so, I would say, do you take charge of your own creative direction?
So I used to have this manager named Ron, really good guy. I'll give him the plug for this because like he's a solid guy, helped me a lot with my career. And he connected me with these video guys out in Winnipeg named Nasty. Okay. So I've gone out there twice to shoot, and they've came out here to shoot. But the first time they came out here, so like he was kind of helping with me my like creative directive, and like what I want to do. But like it's always kind of been me. Like I know what I want. Okay. Like when video guys are shooting stuff, like they're obviously gonna show you the final product and be like, oh, do you like this? Do you like that? But I already have the idea of like how I want things to look, and like if I don't, then I'm working with someone who I'm comfortable with them, like taking the reins, which is it's fine to me because like I'm an artist. I'm not a video guy. So why am I telling you what to do? I'm paying you. Yeah. So what am I giving you ideas for, you know? So I don't mind.
There's some artists that take control of 100%.
Yeah.
Like people like Beyonce, they know exactly what they want.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's no shame in that. Like, you know, if you know what you want, then you know what you want. Like, I'm like that some of the time, but in the same breath, it's like, why am I making your job easier? I shouldn't even have to hire you if I can do the job myself. I just, you know, pay someone off the corner to hold the camera and get the job done if that's the case. Like, I like having directors and like video guys that like have an idea and a plan.
So why do you think it's important to travel to create? Because you take a chance and you leave. So why do you think it's important to travel and create?
I think seeing the world is important in general. Just like as an adult, like seeing the world gives you like different perspective and like being different places and seeing how other people live and like, you know what I mean? It's just, I think it's just a necessary thing to like shape yourself as an adult, regardless of the music. Like it definitely helps because you're just in a different bag, you're in a different place. So it's like different scenery brings out different creativity. But as far as that, like you should just be traveling anyway as an adult. You got to see the world.
And I'm telling you, travel, regardless if you have the funds or not, get the hell out of here.
Put cheapers.
Yeah. No,
you know? You got to do it Niagara, do it.
No, exactly. What was the vision behind that shoot in Winnipeg?
So we're just shooting a bunch of like micro content because I've been working on this like R&B project pretty much like since I started making music. So like obviously most people know me more so as like melodic, like a little bit of rapping and stuff. But like when I first started making music, my idea was just to be 100% commercial. Like that was like what I was going for. And obviously like I guess like the rap type stuff and like the content that I rap about like pertains to a lifestyle that I've lived. So it's easier for me to be in that bag and rap all that kind of stuff and talk about that kind of stuff. But in the same breath, commercial is where I want to go. And that's what I was out there working with those guys doing was like they work on most of my commercial stuff, my R&B, my piano, all that kind of stuff. And they shoot that content for me. Whereas when I'm in the city, I tend to shoot more with like the Toronto directors and shoot more like grittier content per se. Yeah.
Toronto is big, but so small. How do you feel about the music industry? This is what I was waiting to talk to you about. How do you feel like the Toronto music industry is?
The music industry is funny because like you have a lot of people that like consider themselves like gatekeepers, and like to a certain degree they are, but in the same breath it's like they're not really true gatekeepers. They're just regurgitating the same nonsense everyone else is, right? Like all these like pages and these blogs, they're all into the same shit, and like it is what it is. Like people are gonna tune into it and they got to pay their bills, so they're gonna post whatever is gonna get them the most traction, right? But like it's mostly about the drama and like, you know, politics between the bigger gangs in the city and the bigger artists in the city, whatever it may be. So it's like these guys aren't really giving a genuine chance to artists. Like a lot of them are more so about their bread. So it's like, yo, I need that, you know, $600 for a post, and like a lot of artists don't have that $6, so they're not paying that for that post, right? They don't really have this, oh, that guy's talented, let me break this sound. You know what I mean? Like even if you look at like the LTL guys, like they got their own buzz going before pages in Toronto started being like, let me post them. They had their own thing going. People were listening to the music. They were going viral on TikTok, and then the city embraced them after that and started posting them and probably doing that for free, which because it's now like news that's worth to them to publish and push. But when it's not like that, like they're not really trying to push anybody. They're not trying to say, oh, this guy's talented, like take him in, just because I like this music. You know what I mean? That's kind of how the city is. And like there are pages that will, obviously they're doing it for the finances, but they'll hook artists up and be like, okay, you paid for a post, here's a couple free posts, because they care about the music. Yeah. But as far as like putting on, like I know a lot of artists that haven't been put on. We go to the same studio, we chop it up, that they put music out and it's just like, it's here and it's gone. And that's how music is these days anyway. Yeah. It's super quickly digested, but it's here and it's there. You know, they don't really care about putting on for the small guys, and that is what it is. That's just how the city is.
I feel like the Toronto music industry sucks.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great, you know? I think if you're smart, you try and push your music elsewhere.
And that's what people always say, start elsewhere, then come back if you
because once they know you're.
And that's just so annoying, because even with this, like just with the show, because we're not popping yet, people don't like to watch or support or even repost. Some people that have even sats with me, it's a problem to repost. But you came here to do what?
I mean, if you're trying to get your content out, why are you not going to repost it? It doesn't even make sense.
And that's what I'm saying. The industry is messed up. They'll come here, they'll agree, yeah, this is how I feel about the city, and da-da-da-da-da. But then when it's come to do the work to help each other, it's always, I'm too good for that.
That's the whole thing. Like, anybody that I know, if you're doing something, if it comes up on my timeline, I'm going to repost it. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because, like, I feel like we're all chronically on our phones at this point. Like, if I see it, if it comes up on my timeline, I'm going to post it, just because it's like, I know the grind. Exactly. Like, I started my IG account from 0 followers and, like, a couple of my friends following me, to like, you know, I think I'll have like 1,600 followers now. It's like all organic. I didn't buy no followers, none of that. So it's just like, it takes time.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the whole thing. People think that, like, I guess the average person can't tell. But if you're on social media enough, you could tell. Yeah. You know, I see you have 10K, 20K followers, but you have, you know, 30 comments and 100 likes. It doesn't translate, right?
So do you feel supported in this city?
Nah, but that's fine. I don't want to like cry about it, because I feel like every artist feels that way, except for the ones that, like, you know, they know they're getting their push, whether it's a label push or, you know, a page push, whatever it is. So it's like, you can't just take it with a grain of salt. Like, you know, you can't really complain about it. So you got to do whatever it takes to get yourself on the map. And like, once again, I feel like once it takes a certain amount of people that are in positions that like your music, that fuck with you and repost your shit, then everyone will follow suit.
Exactly.
That's really what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so where would you say you would aim in the industry? Like, not in the city. Like, where would you go to, like, promote your music?
Honestly, I think a lot about, like, Africa. Because I've been stepping into, like, the more, like, piano type music and, like, the Afro beat. So it's, like, I feel like that part with the R&B, like, they kind of like that sound on there. Well, obviously, for the first couple of genres are their sound. They created it. Yeah. So that's something I would want to do. I mean, I don't know how they would take it, because I feel like most of the artists that make that music are from there. I don't think there is like a Toronto artist, especially I don't have any African heritage. Like, the closest to African I've been is like my friends, and like my dad lived in Africa for 6 years, but like I don't know Africa, right? So it's like, even when I make that type of music, I don't sound like them. I just sound like me on their beats, right? So I don't know how they would take it. That's, you know, I would like to try it. I mean, the sound is what they're used to, so.
No, I think Africa shows love.
Yeah, I think so too.
A lot of artists, I feel like.
The shows look great.
Yeah, Africa shows love. Even if they don't know you, they'll come through. Yeah. Just because it's for the sake of like the music.
Yeah,
you know?
It seems that way.
Yeah.
The shows always look crazy.
Yeah.
We have the worst crowds in America. When I see shows anywhere else, I'm like, oh, this looks lit. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's into it. Here, everyone's just there with their phone and like,
yep. Yeah.
Crazy.
I do remember when Summer Walker came here for the first time, and she had 2C open up for her, and the crowd was dead. And I'm like, yo, this guy's lit. Why is nobody like reacting? I'm like, this guy's, and look at him now. Yeah. I'm like, and now if he would to come back, would have been a different reaction.
A different reaction, but like that's the whole thing about it too. It's like Toronto, like they feel like they have to like, I have to know you. I have to see you outside. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, well, who are we?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why we're like that.
Yo, very no, strange. It's true. Toronto is a very strange city. Yeah. A lot of love here when you make it, but
we don't want to see you before you make it.
Exactly.
Don't even show up if you don't have it yet.
Oh my, it's hard. It's rough. It's rough. Okay, so what song in your catalog means the most to you right now, and why?
I have a song that I wrote about my daughter. So that's probably the song that means the most to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote it like...
What's the song?
It's called First Time Father. I haven't released it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be on my next project. Yeah.
When is that coming out?
I don't have an idea, man. People always ask me these things.
Don't be like Young Thug. We need dates.
Well, like, I'm trying to make sure there's at least a video or music out every month, right? Like, I'm still thinking about what song I'm going to drop this month. But I'm trying to put something out every month and then, like, put together a project in the near future, maybe end of this year, beginning of next year. You know what I mean? So I'm still shooting videos and stuff, so I got to see. But, yeah, that'd be the most important record to me for sure. Because it's just, like, I don't know, I've never really... like dived in, well, obviously never had a kid before, so I never really dived into something so personal.
Okay.
So, like, even with like the R&B records and like those kind of records, like they're never really like one woman song, like one thing that I went through with this one girl. It's usually just like pieces of relationships.
Okay.
That I'll, put into those kind of records. But this was like, this is my child, this is like about her, this is like, so that's definitely the most important song to me right now, for sure.
I can't wait for it to come out.
Honestly, I'm excited to see the feedback from it.
Yeah? Okay, so this is even if, but who are some Toronto artists that you'd like to collaborate with?
See, that's the whole thing. It's like, there are artists like I know, not to say no personally, but like I know the price tag, all kind of stuff, and it's like, I would like to work with them, but it's just like, I don't necessarily want to pay that price. Keep it a buck. Like I could go on vacation. Yeah. I could spend at a cabana. I could go get some new jewelry.
They love cabana. You know what I mean?
I do love cabana.
It's okay. I love going too.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like, I just, it's more fun. I don't see the investment because I don't want to like throw dirt on people, but it's like you could do a record with someone who has that name, but they won't push the record.
Exactly.
They're not gonna like be reposting it, or it's not gonna show up on their Spotify page, or you know what I mean. So it's like, it's not really a lot of benefit.
So is it a thing where now people need to put a contract in place when you make a song?
I mean, yes and no. Like people will do contracts, especially a lot of the beat makers. Like beat makers, if they're on their shit, they're gonna send you a contract with that beat 1,000,000%. But to me, it's just like I have a lot of beat makers that I work with like so consistently that's like we say fuck the contract. I send you your money. You know I'm good money. You know I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm buying the beat off you, right? So it's like we don't need to do all the extra weird shit. We already know what it is. Like, and I'm the kind of guy too. It's like, let's say I had a song that blew up and I always buy my beats outright, so I don't owe beat makers anything. They don't get any percentages off anything except I think maybe publishing, maybe.
Okay.
But like, even still, if I had a song blow up, like, I'm blessing the beat maker because to me it's like, yo, that a song is two pieces. It's the composer and the songwriter. So it's like, it doesn't matter, how great I might have been lyric-wise on the song. My lyrics might not even hit for half my fans. They might have been on the beat, like this beat's crazy. So it's like, I'm about everybody eating because I know how this music industry is, and it's usually about nobody that's creating anything eating and everyone else taking the rewards. So as long as you're a creator and you work with me, like we're all getting paid. That's how I look at it.
So maybe not artists, but is there a producer or producers that you'd like to work with in the city?
Probably Boy Wonder and Wonder Girl, pretty much. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I work with DT Beats, I work with Tony Parker, like some of like the guys that are like fairly well known that I've worked with, like pretty big artists in the city. So it's like those guys are like within my reach. But a guy like Boy Wonder and like Wonder Girl, I think they're still like a level above that I gotta get to.
Okay, we're gonna get there.
Inshallah.
Okay. All right. So, what has been the most challenging part of your musical journey so far?
Funny thing about this is like wanting to do music is I actually have stage fright. So like getting over doing shows was like the first thing for me. Like, who chooses to be an artist when you have stage fright? I know, crazy.
I'll just use Summer Walker too.
Yeah,
She's moving like that at the beginning. Love to her, but yeah.
It'd be like that. You have to like find your confidence and shit. And like honestly, like I'm still like working on being a better performer. I think that's part of the craft. And like when I first started making music, it was just record. Now I have songs that I like that I'm comfortable with. So it's like, okay, now I have these. Let me perform them. Let me see how certain records test out. And the energy and which ones I'll do again. And it's a learning process. I feel like as an artist, you're always learning, you're always evolving. So I try to take it that way, one step at a time.
So who would you look at as inspiration when it comes to performing that you'd want to, like a level that you'd want to reach?
It's kind of hilarious to say this, but I always say Drake because like Drake is actually a lazy fucking performer. What makes Drake so great is we all know his songs. So he doesn't have to perform. We do the performing for him. So that's the level that I want to get to. No, I love Drake. I'm a huge Drake fan. I'm not saying that's what you know. You know I'm a huge Drake fan, but like I've gone to so many performances, and I always say like the best performances are like rock bands, because rock bands like everyone's playing live music, they're singing the whole song. No one's taking off a couple lines and doing this to the crowd. They're not doing that shit. They're doing the whole fucking song, and that's it. So they've always been the best, like the highest standard performers to me. Whereas like rappers are lazy. Rappers do like every other bar, and like that's fine.
Rappers are lazy. I can't even lie.
Singers more times will do like the whole song, but like even a guy like Drake, it's like he's reached that point where it's like he doesn't have to perform the whole song. He can do like half of it, and we're gonna do the other half because these songs are undeniable hits. And like that's like where I want to get to as an artist, like where it's like I'm just having fun with my fans.
Okay.
More than it's like I have to go out there and do a performance because everybody knows me. The shows are packed. Everyone coming here to see me. They're singing along.
Okay.
And I've made those records that are, you know, I don't have to do all the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that you've gotten over your stage fright, I hope you've gotten over it. Okay. What do you like most, or what do you enjoy most about performing?
Honestly, I can't lie. The best thing about performing is like just like seeing people's energy. Like when you have a song that's like, you know, more emotional, whatever it is, like you just see the looks on people's faces, like connecting to music. It's great. When you have a song about throwing ass, you see girls start throwing ass, you're like sick. Like, you know, it's just seeing people enjoy themselves. That's the main thing. And like especially in Toronto where people tend to be just like stand there and watch. When you have like a good crowd. Yeah, it's one of the best feelings about making music. Just connecting with people.
So you were featured on South Soul, where you performed "Leave It Alone." How was that experience, and how did it happen? Like, how did it come about, and how was the whole experience? Because I've seen a few Toronto people on there, and I was like, "What is this?" And then I saw you, and I said, "Ah,
it's
not my friend."
Random. It's super random. Like, so one of my friends is also a music artist, and I guess he had followed the page, and he was like, "Yo, this guy's coming to town." Lock in, like, you know, pay the fee and get the video shoot done. So I did that, and like the process, I think people in their minds, and like this is how I thought about it. I was gonna go there and see this guy. He was not there.
He wasn't there.
No, it's just his camera girl, green screen. You shoot it. You don't meet anybody. All the people in the background, no one's there. It's
That's
just
not
you.
real.
All that shit's fake. All fuga. I'm not sure if I'm not supposed to say that, but
AI.
it's all CGI. Everyone shot different places and they put it all together.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't even meet the guy. It's like, I was just like, oh, fuck. I thought at least, like, you know, because I'm sure he knows some people in the industry. Maybe have a conversation with them, like, you know, but no, it was one of those ones. It's just like straight to work, boom, get it done, go home.
I'm so like...
Pay me my money first, of course, but...
Yeah. Ugh, that doesn't make it so exciting.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Shout out to them, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a downer.
Yeah.
Same breath, I was like, you know, I came here to work, so...
Yeah, all this time I thought it was like an interactive thing. Everybody's having a good time.
It seems that way.
I mean, that's the future now, right?
Yeah. Like, don't have to be in the same room. It's like I shot it, and then I think it was like a week or two later, he shot his part. Then they had like, I think all the... So when you have the people in the background, whether it's like they're in their Yankees because it's the New York one or the Atlanta one, I think all of those are the same one cut. And they just...
Okay.
Match it. So like, if you're looking through everyone's videos, you'll see people there, same hairstyle, doing the same look, same everything. Because it's just like...
Artificial intelligence will come and kill us.
AI, chat GPT videos.
Yo, that's insane.
Cooked. We are cooked.
But it's okay. It's okay. Would you, I went to a sit down of the colors, I would say producers or creative directors that were there. And somebody asked, when do you think, because they only will accept you when they think that they know that you're ready. Okay. At this very moment, do you think you're ready to go on colors?
I would say no, because like I say it all the time, like the music that I make right now, I'm just putting it out there as content. So people are like, okay, this guy's outside, he's dropping videos, he's doing XYZ, he's checking these boxes, so we know who he is. But like when I put out like my more commercial tape, I feel like maybe I'm just like wasting time doing my rap shit, but I just feel like it's gonna be such a different mode for the city. Like I just don't, like I truly believe I'm doing something different. And I feel like every artist thinks that, and every artist says this. I genuinely believe it. And I tell all my peers, I'm like, yo, you guys, you're great. I love your music. Me and you are on two different ends of the spectrum. You know what I mean? Like I consider myself like a Drake level artist. A lot of guys, you know, they can sit there and like, yeah, I rap, but it's like, I rap, I sing, you know what I mean? I make music for the streets, cool, but I make music for women. And I feel like women are your most important market because the niggas gonna go where the women go.
Thank you.
So if you're selling a product, you gotta sell it to women first. You're selling it to women or kids. And I am making no baby making music for children, so.
Well, you have a daughter. Maybe you might.
She's a result of the music. That's what she is.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, what's something that people would be surprised to know about you? We already know you have a daughter. That's already. So, what's something that
I don't know. I feel like my life isn't like I have fun and I do exciting things, but it's not like something where it's like, you know, people don't know me. I feel like my music and like a lot of what I post kind of like plays into like the kind of person I am or the things that I've been through. So I feel like kind of like an open book. I don't feel like I'm one of those, you know, where you just don't know that artist. And I feel like that's kind of something that's like a lost thing in being an artist. Everyone's so like, we want to know you. Before it was like, these artists would have like 3 baby mamas and nobody knew, and like, you know, kids running around all over the place and nobody knew. It's a different time. Now it's like everybody needs to know, they want to know who your baby mama is because they want to see her content.
Yeah.
For what? She has no talent. What do you want to see her for? I'm the artist. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, we're in a weird place right now.
The world of social media.
So weird.
They want to see who is that? Why does she
I'm
have
that.
it?
I'm a 90s baby, so it's like, I grew up before the internet. I watched the internet grow.
Exactly.
So it's like, I see everybody now and they're just like so into it. I'm like, man, this is like, it's crazy. It's like an epidemic.
Right? And I don't think it's going to get any better.
Absolutely not. It's going to get worse.
But hey, it's okay.
I'll be dead before it gets worse.
So how do you handle creative burnout or self-doubt? Do you even get burnt out?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I go to the studio once a week, so it's like, I feel like most artists aren't punching in that often. So there's definitely times where I get creative burnout. But like, me and my engineer have a really good relationship, so like, even if I'm going there and I don't make music, like, we'll just kick it and talk and just shoot life. And like, maybe he'll just like edit some songs or like mix some shit for me. But like, yeah, that happens all the time. You know, you just try like to not have it happen a couple times in a row. That's when you start doubting yourself. But it's like, I've also made so many good records that I'm like, I don't, you know, I mean, there's a confidence to it now where it's like, okay, like, I can't make a song 3 weeks in a row, cool. I'll go into a session and make 3 songs one time. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like, you're not always going to be able to like make music, and like, that's kind of the beauty of it, because once you've had enough songs, your old songs will carry you. You don't have to worry about making new ones.
Especially with this world of TikTok, everything's coming back.
Exactly. That's crazy. It's crazy how that works. What was that old white lady that has that Pretty Little Baby song? I guarantee you right now she made more money off that song now on TikTok than when she released it back in those days.
The royalties are kicking in.
Oh, they're kicking.
Oh, God.
For sure.
That's one thing about royalties. Don't play about them. You think that you're not making money now, just wait.
You got to make sure you have a contract too that's locking you in with your royalties, because, you know, end up like Drake and Josh.
Yeah, I hate to remember. I hate that I forgot the name of the person. But I seen a little clip on Instagram where this one artist that is now a pastor said Drake sample has paid his debts from royalties. Like, he made because of like what's going on right now, like, and how TikTok is. And I don't remember who it is. I'll remember.
I think it was the Nokia sample or something like that. It was one of those songs. Yeah.
Like that sample has basically paid off his like advances that he got. Like, he recouped.
People don't understand, like, that record deal is a finesse.
He recouped everything that he took from these PROs to create music now, after decades.
It just shows you. And the song he had then was fairly popular then too.
Literally. But the fact that he recouped now, in this 2025, where he doesn't even care. He said he was even like, people were even saying in the comments like, he's so ungrateful, but he was like, I don't care. Like, that part of his life, is done. Like, he's like, but like, you know, like, he's like, yeah, like, it helped me recoup everything. And it's like, now he doesn't need it. Like, you know, he didn't need it, but
it's good to have it. Even if you don't need it, you know.
But it's good. I'm like, it's great to have it now. But I'm like, I get it. He's in a different.
Yeah. He's a pastor now. He don't want no Drake money.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even sing that no more. You know. So, but it's just crazy how the music business works. Like everything comes back.
Oh yes.
Okay. So what can fans, supporters expect next? You said already more visuals. You're dropping a project. What is something else that you're trying to do?
Honestly, I'm down to anything. Like I really wanted to. I want to get into the acting thing. That's really what I want to do. I don't know if you've heard of a guy named Nemesis. He does like a lot of like directing, and I think he has a couple shows that he's done from the city. But he used to be a rapper. Like I want to say like back in my day when I was a kid, he was rapping. So, but yeah, he does like little shows and little movies and stuff, and like that's something that I want to get into. Like I want to get into like more of an acting role and stuff too, because I'm trying to get my Will Smith on, minus the Jada Pinkett, because that's fucking insane. That could never be me.
Please leave her alone. Look at her. She's gone through chapters of her life. Okay.
If I'm gonna be in the industry, like my shorty has to know you are on some old school biblical shit. Like you are to be seen and not heard, because you're not damaging the brand. Because that's what she did. Like Will's brand is dead.
No, it's not.
Absolutely. Will Smith's brand is dead.
No, it's not. It will never be dead.
Listen, amongst people that like grew up with, and maybe it's just like young men, like seeing Will in that light was insane. You never knew anything about Will. You knew he had some weird ass kids. Yeah. But what did I say? That taking the veil off the artist makes it all weird. I know you had a weird ass home life and a bald wife. I didn't hear about that shit. It's fucked up.
But Jada was also an actress herself.
Mid-does.
And she was an artist.
Mid-does.
Music. She was making music.
I don't care. I don't. What do we know Jada for? What do we know her for?
Back in the day, she was in love with Tupac.
Oh, we know that. We know that. But like, what do we know? What's that movie she was in with the...
Set It Off.
Exactly. And she wasn't even that gal in that. No, she wasn't.
She's the only one that survived.
Doesn't matter. Queen Latifah went out like a real nigga.
But she was that girl. Come on now. We're not going to take away from Jada.
I'm going to take it away from her still.
Oh.
Nah. I was never really... She just never like... She wasn't like that level of like black actress for me. She never got to like, you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying there.
It's like when you have a partner like Will Smith, you got to be on your P's and Q's, because this nigga, he's a guy. He's seen as an icon. You can't just be like, oh, well, like, let's talk about our affairs that we had. Like, that's crazy. Like, hush. Let's put that away.
Yeah, it was messy.
It was messy for no reason.
Very messy time in the industry. We didn't need to know that. We didn't.
I feel like she just wanted a little spotlight.
You know what? And sometimes some people do like the attention.
100%, but there's no reason for it.
People do want it. You know?
If my wife is Julia Roberts, I know my position. That's Julia Roberts. My wife is Beyonce. I know my position. And that Jay-Z has his own light.
Can we actually get into that?
If a woman has a light, what are you dimming her light for?
But that's what people are doing though. People can't handle it. People can't handle it, especially men.
No, because the problem with a lot of men is that like they don't understand. Like it's not about your ego right now. You're not actually the biggest entity in the relationship, which is usually the norm, right? But women do the same thing too. And women know they're not really supposed to be the biggest thing, especially when it comes to like an industry thing. It usually doesn't work out that way. You rarely ever see a male and female counterparts that are the same level in success in the industry.
Look at Offset and Cardi B. That's a big example in the industry.
But he was right. He was right. I'm all for the we're broken up, go have fun, but like moving around in the public eye with a nigga that's just like Offset.
No.
And women can sit there and say, oh, she's getting her back, she's doing her thing, but men look at it like you're a dummy.
We're not talking about that now, right now. We're not talking about what she's in right now. Offset cheated on her for years.
Of course.
And he knew who she was.
Of course.
Bigger than he was. Yeah. Even though he started before.
My issue with Offset cheating always has been he cheats like he's the big dog.
Exactly. You need
to settle down. This nigga be on live checking his phone. Cardi comes in the room, he's hiding it. Like my brother. My brother. You're never big enough. You never had a Sprite deal. Settle yourself. He should have been inside the house with them damn kids.
Exactly. But he was outside being a fool. Forgetting he had the prize at home.
Ego. I wouldn't say Cardi B is that much of a prize.
Hey! She
Her BBL is fucking terrible. Okay, terrible.
We're not gonna do that on the platform.
My bad. My fault, OG. I'm just saying. I respect what she's done for her career because she really came from nothing.
She did.
But she's not a talented artist. My humble opinion. She be having ghostwriters and shit all through the wahoos.
A lot of people do have ghostwriters.
A lot of them do, but I don't. And I'm not against it either, but I just feel like the level of fame that she has for not having writers as a rapper is Kind of crazy.
Exactly. Because I feel like it's not even just her, it's her personality.
For sure. Her personality is fucking gold.
Yeah.
For sure.
She has a great personality.
She should have jumped into acting. That's my humble. She
should do that now.
Yes.
Exactly. I think that she should tap into acting a bit more now because TV is amazing.
What was the reason? Like, I be quoting that shit all the time. Like, yeah. Cardi's hilarious. That's what I love about her. She has a big personality. So, like, that's what makes her a great artist.
Exactly. But Offset was never bigger than the program.
Absolutely not. He needs to fall in line. I'm not gonna lie.
And now it sucks because he's literally, he's performing, people are looking at him like, as if Offset's not Offset. You know?
Yeah, but like, what was Offset ever anyway? Niggas are forgetting when the Migos bubbled, that nigga was in jail. People forget. It was Quavo and Takeoff when they first really started bubbling, right? So, and to me, Takeoff was always the best.
We knew that.
So I feel like Takeoff being gone now, and like, you know, when we know there's not gonna be another Migos album, so don't.
And they already had their beef, so it's kind of like it's dead.
People don't even care about Quavo. Too tough.
But you know what? His album was pretty good though. Offset's album that just came out. Yeah, you hear it? I heard it. It was good. He has a few bangers in there.
I don't check for niggas like Offset, fam. You gotta be a top artist, like, you know what I mean? I didn't even check for Bieber yet.
For who?
For Bieber. Bieber just dropped too.
I didn't hear it yet either.
But I'm going to.
Because I'm afraid.
I heard it's good though. I heard it's like an 8 out of 10.
Okay, because I'm afraid because he's going through a little something. He's going through a lot. And I just do not want it to take away from.
I've never seen a man hate his woman like this so open.
Yeah, but then he has a song about her in there, and it sounds pretty good.
And he's fucking lying. He's got to be. Because he is awful.
That's the thing, though. I'm scared to listen to that because I don't want to discredit what he has had before. He doesn't need that.
Well, you should marry your fan.
He's kind of like Rihanna. He doesn't need to drop another album. He could do other things, but I feel like right now he's just spiraling.
I heard he's broke, though. I heard rumors is that he's broke.
You know what? With the industry, who would be surprised?
You know what I mean?
Do you remember TLC had a bunch of Grammys and they were flat ass broke?
Yep.
I'm not.
It's some contracts, boy.
I'm not going to say this is false, but we don't. Allegedly, we don't know.
So
He could be, and he needs.
And he
to
might have a contractual obligation to drop as well. We don't know. He might be like, yo, you have to drop now.
There's people out there that need to. I think Cardi B definitely had one because dropping an album after how many years? What was the first album? Bodak Yellow?
Did she? Yeah, Bodak Yellow, yeah. But she dropped again recently?
She's dropping. This is her second album.
This is only her second album?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. After how many years? Yeah, I think people are in these contracts, and so they have to deliver. I think that was probably him dropping something.
That's what
But I don't think it's a good time for him to drop after everything that's going on.
I think it's a good time because he's outside, right? Any news is good news, even if it's like bad news.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
So it's a yeah.
he's in the public cycle, so why not?
I guess, but it's very messy.
To say the least.
Especially because all the stuff that he's be saying about his wife. I actually feel bad. Mind you, she's like a billionaire.
Yeah, but I'm saying she's a fan though. You know the whole backstory, right?
The backstory was
It's nasty. It's very nasty.
But you know what though? A lot of artists mess around with their fans. So let's not do that.
Yeah.
Beating down your fans is one thing. Marrying them is a complete other.
Okay, but people are people.
No, people are people 100%. Listen, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time. All the time.
I think I can bag an artist. I don't care if I'm a fan. What's the problem? I don't see nothing wrong in what Haley did.
No, it's just that she's too much of a fan. You can like an artist and like be a fan of them and then date them, but like she's like super fan kind of like, you know what I mean? Like she was like stalking him and showing up at shit that he was before he was famous. Because remember, she's a billionaire. She has the bread.
I don't know everything, but I just know that she was a fan.
Oh no, I know the backstory. So I be on them YouTube, like I be getting high and watching them YouTube videos. She was on some stalker shit. That's why I'm like, how do you end up with her? Because she's nuts. In my opinion, she might be a healthy, sane individual, but to me, that's a woman I stay far away from.
She definitely had connections to know him.
She's a billionaire.
Okay, exactly.
Her family been acting, so yeah. So she's around in those corners. It's all weird.
Because I don't know the deep stuff, but I do remember that people always compare her to Selena.
Yeah, because they both dated him, and like they both be posting like the similar. It's very strange.
Yeah.
It's like rap beef.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it, though. That's why, you know what I mean? It's entertaining to me to see like the female lens of a rap beef, but it's not even rap. It's just
life.
Yeah, it's just like I don't like that nigga, so let me be spiteful on the internet, you know? I like it.
No, but I'm just like, honestly, hey, Halle, whatever, Halle
Baldwin or Baldwin Bieber.
I'm just like, hey, man.
Go get your man, right?
Yeah. But I just don't like what he be doing to her.
I don't like it either. Like as a man, it's like in the public eye.
Cautious about what you're saying. Like, what was the thing that he did recently where he was like, what she was on the cover of something, and she was like, I told her that she'll never be on that. That's crazy. Why are you telling us?
Why would you tell her that?
You embarrassed her already in the house. Don't embarrass her in front of the whole world.
See, I don't like that either. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. That's my problem with it, though. It's like, you know, like them hopping out the SUV together, and he's like closing the door behind him, and you know she's getting out. I'm like, I don't like that. It just doesn't. It's a bad optic as a man. You know what I mean? You can dislike your girl all you want to in the house, nigga, in the crib. But everybody to see, that's crazy. Yeah, just embarrassing. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. I like embarrassing people.
One thing I don't like that he's doing out there. Like, it's like, if you don't want to be with her, don't be with her.
That's a pet peeve for me still. I don't like when people try to embarrass other people, make them look silly. You know, it's just
it's like,
leave them alone. You don't have to do that. Your audience.
You have a gun in your head. Maybe he does. Who knows? Hey, in this life, we don't know. We don't. Okay, so any upcoming collaborations that we should watch out for?
I have a few collabs. I think I'm gonna shoot a video with Bugs again. This month, next month, I don't know. Is Winnipeg? No. Bugs is an artist from out here. We have a couple songs together. But yeah, I have a song off my new project with him. I'm thinking about shooting that record with him. My homie Nick Views. We got a couple records we've been thinking about shooting. We honestly have like almost a whole project together. Okay. And like my homie, he's super talented. I keep telling him, like, drop music. But I feel like with a lot of artists, especially when they first start getting comfortable going in the studio, just because we sit there and we like it, doesn't mean we're confident other people will like it. Like, I went through this myself too. And I feel like he just needs that push. And I try to push him every single day because I feel like once people hear him, like, they're going to be like, yo, he's super good. He's super good, for sure. Okay. But yeah, that's really it. I'm trying to keep it, you know, in the cap. I do have a couple other, I guess I could break the news. I have a feature with JRDN. You know, the Don't Kill the Magic guy. Is that his song? Oh, that's not. He's the, it's like magic. Oh, that nigga. A lot of people aren't tuned into Toronto music, so I had to double down, make sure they know. Okay. Yeah, but I got a record with him. It's probably gonna be on my R&B project. A record with Robin Banks too. It's gonna be on my rap project. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, a lot of these niggas be wanting like $1 million for a feature, and I'm like, I got it, but I don't got it for you.
Not for you. I'm gonna hold that because I was also talking to somebody just yesterday, and he's like, exactly like he said, you might put out so much money, but it's like the other person, because of like their level or whatnot, it's like you'll end up losing a lot. So why would I put that out there knowing that I can keep it for something else?
For sure. I mean, if you're not gonna push the record too, at the very least, or like at least,
I don't care. Start doing contracts because I'm gonna start doing it too. Start doing contracts where it has that obligation. If you don't want to do it, we could go to court.
Yeah, but most of these guys won't even want to do it anyway. That's the whole thing about it. They're on their impression of like you're paying for the service of the feature. So you'll pay for the feature, and then these niggas will tell you, listen, I need a rack for the video next. Have their promo included in this price. You could do that, right? But like, will they sign that contract? They might just be like, nah.
Okay, then we move on to the next person.
That's usually what end up happening, because majority of the guys, like, unless they see that like they're also gonna get like some push from your music, they're not gonna push your shit. Why? For what? For who?
And this is why people don't win.
Screwface Capital, right?
It's okay, but that's what I'm saying. We move with people that move with us.
Exactly. That's all you can do. Yeah. That's all you can do for sure.
If your music was the soundtrack to a movie, what kind of film would it be?
I mean, if it's gonna be like my street music, my rap music, then it could be like a Paid in Full or like Heat or like a Training Day, something like that. Okay. But if we're talking about like my R&B projects, I don't know. I feel like those records are kind of like they're situational, and they could be box office if they want to. They could be like, you know, a scene from Spider-Man or a scene from Superman. Because when you make like that kind of music that's like more commercial, more for everybody, they can be placed better than like, you know, more harder hip hop records, right? So yeah, as far as the commercial stuff goes, I think I could place it anywhere, any movie, because that's what they use. Yeah, I would love to actually like make a record specifically for a soundtrack. Yeah, for a movie or like whatever, even for a video game, for like 2K or something. I'd love to do that. It'd be so dope. Yeah, for sure. I hope so for sure. You know.
Okay. One thing about you guys, Drake is always playing, but yeah.
And a little bit of Future too. Okay. Gotta have the toxic bag going on.
Because that's who you people be. Future.
Drake is just as toxic.
Future in the flesh. Sitting right next to me.
He cut his hair though, so I guess he's kind of rocking my joint right now.
Looking very bad.
Yeah, you should know.
I don't like it at all.
Maybe he had like a Lil Wayne thing going on, so he had to get rid of the dreads. You never know.
Maybe they were just attachments, and we didn't know. Okay.
You know, a lot of niggas be doing that. I had no idea there's so many men in the weave game.
Well, we would know this because if you're Congolese, you know these niggas were doing this from the beginning.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah. So this is very normal to me.
I have to check French's hairline next time I see him. Make sure I can't peel it back. Because this is news to me. When I seen Kodak Black pop out with the dreads and then he had the short hair and then the dreads again, I said,
Yeah.
but wait.
Yeah, attachments.
I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know men could do these things. I thought this was like a female field.
But if you have hair,
I mean, I have hair, so I could do it.
you can do anything.
I ain't doing it.
But exactly, it's a thing that you do for fun.
Nah.
But I get it.
I think some things are for gal and some things, you know.
Something that you grow up.
And you earn too. You have to earn your dreads.
Yeah.
You can just pop up with next man's dread in your hair too. I'm big on the energy too. Like having a next man's hair in your hair.
Yeah.
Nah, can't do that.
But they don't get the meaning behind those things. So
They're not in touch with their African roots.
trends. It's not even African.
It is. It might be. Everything started there.
I mean, okay. That was it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We had a great time. Yes, please look into his music. His music is going to be down below. His link tree is going to be down below. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, subscribe, leave a comment. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.